Hello and welcome to your daily oracle reading for Saturday, June 20th, 2020. I'm Linda the Lightworker. Happy solstice, everyone. Today is the solstice, which means it is the longest day of the year, equal amounts of time between sunlight and darkness. And this is an auspicious time because it's also the dawning of the new moon. So it's a great time to start new projects. So this is a general reading for all of us. And if you're interested in who I am, I'm Linda the Lightworker, and all the other information about me is down below in the descriptions box. But let's jump into our cards. Our first card today, and I'm using the Mother Peace Tarot deck, is the Nine of Discs. So here is a woman sitting in her circle, surrounded by all of her projects and all of her creative acts. So this is an opportunity for big change, something that's happening. You have a lot of creativity that's happening right now, but many things are happening that are out of your control. So the recommendation for today is to stay in a creative process and to be working focused on your projects. I know I keep saying that, project, but it's about also staying into your healing arts, making sure that you are focused on what you're putting in your mouth. Maybe it's a healing art how you cook for yourself, or you make sure you put that loving intention into the food you're making yourself. So be sure to realize that you may have a lot of creative energy going in a lot of different directions, but it's okay because for this solstice, there's going to be a lot of energy percolating around here. Our second card is this Two of Discs. And today the message with this card is for you to really simplify and to focus on what is that movie you want to play forward into your life. So it's an excellent day for visioning, vision questing, really putting effort into creating your future, because with the invitation to stay solitary, it's about cultivating that intuition inside of you and learning how to create those images that we see in our mind's eye. This will lead us to our third card today, which is the Shaman of Cups. Now he is masked, so if you go out, you know you got to make a mask. Wear your mask. But he's also putting all of these intentions, his visions, and he's cooking up a brew here. He is really putting it, he's simmering it, he's allowing it to steep. He's able to put all of his creative energy, speak his creative energy into his stew, his creative stew. So that's about, boy, I'm really seeing that this is a visceral time for you to be actively engaged in creating your future. And what does that mean? You know, for some people, all right. Well, some people like to do to do an incantation or to speak into a spell. I don't want to say a spell, because there are some people who think of spell making as being magic, but really there is something about speaking our intention, making a declaration into your vessel. So this would be a good time. Let's say you enjoy charging up, let's say making moon water. So let's say you're going to make a large container of moon water with this new moon energy. Take a quart of water, distilled or purified or reversed osmosis, or the best water you have around you, whatever you have, and speak your dreams and your hopes and your wishes into this vessel of water and allow it to sit under the new moon on this evening where we have equal amount of daylight and nighttime. So when you're able to put that energy of what you want to create into the water, and then on Sunday morning, drink the water down, feel refreshed by all this vibrant energy of this new moon, which is a great time for starting new projects, new creations. So giving yourself the time to maybe dabble into each of these projects and see which area you really want to focus in. Where do you want to streamline from 9 projects to say maybe 1 or possibly 2? So that's the invitation here. And really cultivate that. Allow that to percolate in this beautiful new water. And let's go into our final card today. Our final card is from the Denise Linn Sacred Travelers deck. And all the information about the decks I use is down below in that diddly-do box. And here we have the beautiful Desert Passage card. Well, it looks like he's in for a long walk through a dry, hot desert. But you know, the interesting thing, well, what does the message say here? It says, there's a divine plan. Oh boy, isn't there ever? There is a divine plan. And when we are faced with taking a long walk on a road that might appear isolated or deserted, or you're going it alone, you can't see what's on the other side, you know, who knows? There may be a gigantic mirage. No, oasis on the other side of this hill. Not a mirage. A mirage is imagination. The oasis is an actual oasis in the desert. Those things exist. So really, this desert passage is about trusting and having faith that you're moving forward on the right path that you've chosen. Because, you know, I know a lot of, listen, there's been some incredible energy out there, hasn't there? And emotions have been running high. And it's been a volatile time for some people, or other people are just feeling this collective energy shifting with all this unknown. And I have been speaking to my soul family, and they are exhausted. They're just taking naps and resting. So really check in with yourself. And if you do feel as if you are on this solo path, remember, this is the opportunity for you to deepen your relationship with God, Spirit, your higher power, the universe, whatever you call it. Because when we are able to communicate with our intuition and recognize what is our intuition, what is our monkey mind, and what is something that is divinely guided, learning to discern between those really takes the guesswork out of life. And then you're able to move forward with confidence, doing your best to take it one step at a time, because that's the only way we're going to get through a big deserted sort of path ahead, is that sometimes we just have to take it slow and steady. Wow, sounds like we have a lot going on for this solstice. A lot of big stuff is happening out there. Well, that's our reading for today. If you're one of my first-time stopper-bys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you coming by. Why don't you hit that subscribe button? That would be great. We're a small community. I love hearing what's going on with you, so please let me know how your solstice is going. And I hope you... oh, and a little programming note. I apologize for not having a video up for Friday, but goodness gracious, that Mercury retrograde, she really did... kick me in the butt right on the first day. So anyway, apologies about that, but stay tuned for more. And gosh, I hope you know how much I love you and how grateful I am that you stopped by my little channel. And if no one's told you today, you are lovable. I love you. And so remember to take really good care of yourself today. Drink a lot of water, especially if you're in the desert. It's dry out there, dry and hot. And make sure you say nice things to yourself and be your best companion. Really be kind and gentle with you as we're going through this life, taking one day at a time. All right, my dear, I love you, and I look forward to seeing you next time.